Y'all, 2024 is gonna get me heated. This frosts my flakes. This burns my biscuits. This done spoiled my grits. Incest monster Josef Fritzl, who had 7 kids with his daughter he kept up locked up for 24 years, may soon be released. Y'all, are ya joking me? 2024, you're killing me already. Austrian monster Josef Fritzl, who's fathered 7 children with his daughter while keeping her locked up as a slave of the sexual type for 24 years, could be released from prison after 16 years, as he's deemed to be no longer a threat to the public. No, his very existence, the fact that he could do this to his own daughter, is a threat to the public, and he's a gross. No, how about he's just a monster and we leave him in there to rot like he left his daughter in to rot? Uh, what is wrong with you, Austria? Fritzl, now 88, received a life sentence in 2009 for incest, rape, coercion, false imprisonment, and enslavement of his daughter, Elizabeth, in the cellar of his home in Edmedestein. Look, Duck Cape and Holy Water take no responsibility for the fact that their hosts and affiliates cannot read, as well as negligent homicide for the death of one of the 7 children she gave birth to. Under the terms of his sentence, Fritzl will be eligible for parole this year. Parole. Parole. How does this man get parole? Explainate that to me. And his release appears likely after a psychiatrist report deemed that he is, quote, no longer dangerous, to the UK Metro has reported. Look, he's no longer dangerous because he's old, but he deserves to be in prison until he shuffles off this mortar coil. And we could shuffle him off faster, allegedly. I say we let him go back to the basement, prison home that he had. I'm cool with that. And, and if he happens to have a medical emergency, well, he's just SOL on his own, like his daughter was when she was giving birth to the children he forced upon her. I have no chill for this. I am full petty, empress of the pettyverse about this. This man is evil, concentrated, full on Snake Island if he gets out. I am already in the process of obtaining a conditional discharge for him, Fritzl's lawyer, Astrid Wagner, told the local news outlet Kronen Zeitung. If the application is approved, which I assume will be the case, I would like to ensure that he gets a place in a home for frail people. No, absolutely not. Again, look, I understand, and y'all know that we go to Steve Gosney for the good Christian perspective on this. We go to Mo for the wrath and flipping tables view on this. But he gets put in that basement prison, and we lock the key and throw away the we lock the door and throw away the key. I am no chill about this. How the hell does this man get? I in my life will never understand the European prison system. I mean, I thought we had some irritating weirdness about our system, but what the actual schnell? This man gets what? 16 years? Then they're like, well, he's an old guy. We'll let him out. He's old. And then they're going to put him in an old folks' home. Sure, why not? I hope you guys are enjoying paying taxes so that Josef Fritzl can have a nice place to stay. Ugh. You know what he is? You know when you kind of try to hawk a loogie and you get that weird thing stuck right in ya? Right in ya? And it kind of gets stuck and you have to really put some effort into it. Josef Fritzl is that thing right here. It is not immediately clear when the final decision will be made. Mr. Fritzl, let me be the first to congratulate you that I am not on the parole board, because I would have you sent straight to Snake Island or into the cellar prison in which you locked your daughter and your grandchildren/children. Heidi Katzner, a forensic psychiatrist expert from Linz University, spent a year preparing the report, concluding that the country's most notorious inmate no longer poses a public threat. Yeah, public threat is one part of the triad of what prison's supposed to accomplish rehabilitation, but then there's also punitive. It's also a punishment, and I don't believe he has been punished enough. Again, we don't come to Mo for the good, redemptive side of Christianity. We come to the smiting side, and I'm about ready to smite someone. She said he could be transferred through the normal prison system at Kremstein jail as part of the first step toward being released, most likely to a nursing home to live out his final years. Where are one of those nurses of peace or nurses angels of death? Allegedly. Look, y'all, I am pissed off. This is a mockery of justice, if you ask me. But again, as always, put your differences of opinions. I love differences of opinions. I am not here to tell you what to think. I'm a weirdo who wears a lot of wigs, who says a lot of things on the internets. So feel free to disagree with me in the comments. Fritzl appears to be confused, regularly talks to the TV, believes he's a pop star, and discusses visits from family members that never happened, the report says, citing local media. He also reportedly experienced multiple falls behind bars and needs a walker. Hashtag don't care. He locked his daughter up and got her with child 7 times. Now that he is elderly and infirmed, doesn't take away that he did all this evil crap. Nope. Still evil, just older. Fritzl's crimes were discovered in April 2008 after he took one of the children born to Elizabeth to a hospital due to a life-threatening illness. One of the 7 kids born from the repeated abuse of his daughter between the ages of 18 and 42, 3 remained in captivity with her. 1 died shortly after birth. The others were raised by Fritzl and his wife Rosemary after he claimed they appeared on their doorstep. Okay, Rosemary, you got to make this make sense. I'm sure Fritzl was a dangling douche canoe from the bowels of hell during your marriage, so I'm sure you were conditioned to believe whatever he told you, but you had to, in the back of your mind, question this. I mean, come on now. Elizabeth, who was given a new name after trial, now lives with her 6 surviving children in an undisclosed community referred to as Village X in the Austrian countryside. And my guess is she hasn't been asked how she feels about her dad getting, shuffled into a cushy old folks' home because, the government hasn't asked her but has decided, hey, he's A-okay, ready to go. No. No, no. Snake Island. I believe we have. Here we go. Yes, sir. That's what you would get from me. Naked and afraid. Allegedly. Look, no one wants to see it. It wouldn't be filmed. But one-way ticket if I were in charge of things. The children, now between ages of 17 and 31, sleep with rooms with doors always kept open after undergoing weekly therapy sessions to help them overcome the trauma in the dungeon. In 2009, a year after she escaped captivity, Elizabeth found love with Thomas Wagner, a bodyguard 23 years her junior who had been assigned to protect her, according to the outlet. Quote, "This is vivid proof of love being the strongest force in the world," said one of her psychologists. With the approval of her doctor, she has ceased psychiatric therapies while she gets on with her life, learning to drive, helping her children with their homework, making friends with people in her locality, the expert said. She lost the best years of her life in that cellar. She's determined that every day remaining to her will be filled with activity, the psychiatrist added. So she has lost the best years of her life, but God forbid we keep this old, rotting man with a rotten heart in prison because he's no longer a danger. Look, y'all, I am getting criminal compassion fatigue. I am getting tired of criminals asking me to find it within my jaded, shriveled little heart to give two damns about their fifis. Sir, you done locked your daughter up for many years, got her with child 7 times. One of those children didn't live because you didn't give them medical attention. And now we are supposed to find it within ourselves to give you mercy? I can't, y'all. I can't. I just can't. Now, this would be where the lovely, beautiful, winged Steve Gosney over here, the smallish, is like, yes, but we must show mercy and be the better person. And if it were just 1 or 2 criminals asking for mercy, I'd be okay with that. But seeing as how it's every single criminal who is asking me to take their mental health and asking me to give mercy when they've shown their victims none, I have an overworked and overtired mercy muscle when it comes to criminals. And I would like you to stay in your, cement cellar dungeon, Mr. Fritzl. I vehemently oppose you getting out of jail. I realize I have no bearing on the Austrian justice system, but I find it grossly immoral that you will get out and get a cushy life after the horror, pain, terror, sadness, and destruction you wrought upon your family and the evil that you put everyone that you touched through. The manipulation, the machinations, and all of that you put this family through, your daughter through, your grandchildren/children through, because let's get that grossness on. And now we're all supposed to feel bad for you because you seem to have lost your mind and be old. The only thing in this equation that has changed is your age. I have no doubt that a monster still lives within you. And if you were capable, you'd still be a monster. So those are my thoughts. I know I got a little heated in this one, but I am so sorry. This is so wrong to me. So I did want to make a video. Thank you for watching if you did watch all the way through. If you didn't like it, thank you for watching. My opinions probably ticked you off, but thank you anyways. Like and subscribe, all the YouTubey stuff. I am trying to be semi-professional. It is what it is. Have a wonderful day. Say something nice to yourself. Look, often we are our own harshest critics, and that little negative voice can be a real buzzkill and stop us from, trying to achieve things that maybe we can really do. On the other side, let's try to encourage ourselves to say something nice if we're out and about today in the cold weather. You never know if a compliment we give or just saying hi and, saying something nice to someone can be the one nice thing that they've heard in a great long while. These have been a tough couple of years. Let's be nice to each other. But I'm not going to be nice to Josef Fritzl. Look, it's a little too much 2024. Have a wonderful day. I will see you in a little bit for the opening statements of the Grove trial. Please join me for that live stream. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.